What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com. Here are my DFS picks for NBA Wednesday, January 29th. These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you don't miss our new videos. In this video, I'm going to go over my top picks for today's NBA slate. And if you stick around to the very end of this video, we'll use the Draft Dashboard tools to make a DFS lineup using the picks we just made. Hey guys, our cash game lineup optimizer is now live. Playing cash games is the secret to building your bankroll. So that's why we've created our cash game lineup optimizer that will generate a lineup based on the highest projected ownership. In cash game lineups, you want safer plays that carry less risk and are owned by a larger percentage of the field. By using the wisdom of the crowd, we will generate a cash game lineup based on ownership projections. This new tool is available right now, so come on in and start building your bankroll. Okay guys, just a reminder, this video is done early in the morning before we get the injury news for the day. So these picks can change before lock. So if you want the most up-to-date list of players that we like before lock, click the link in the description and try the NBA cheat sheet, which is updated throughout the day as injury news and starting lineups are announced. Okay, let's take a look at the point guard position. I like Malcolm Brogdon from the Indiana Pacers playing the Toronto Raptors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and although they've been pretty good versus opposing point guards, Malcolm Brogdon has averaged 35 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with a 26% usage rate. He's projected at 36.8 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.4 times value. He's 6,800 DraftKings salary and 500 less on FanDuel. So I love that FanDuel price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 216.5 points scored in this game. It's a fast-paced game, so I like Malcolm Brogdon here versus the Toronto Raptors. Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you. Okay, who do we have at the shooting guard position? I like Jeremy Lamb from the Indiana Pacers playing the Toronto Raptors, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing shooting guards. Jeremy Lamb has averaged 25.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 29 minutes per game with a 20% usage rate. He's projected at 25.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's 5,000 DraftKings salary and 700 less on FanDuel. So I love that FanDuel price. Vegas thinks there's going to be 216.5 points scored in this game. It's a fast-paced game and a good matchup. And although Jeremy Lamb has been disappointing as of late, I think he's due for a big game here. This would probably be a FanDuel play for me only, and I'm not sure that I would stack him with Malcolm Brogdon. But I do like Jeremy Lamb on FanDuel here versus the Toronto Raptors. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy basketball videos every single day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy basketball and fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, who do we have at the small forward position? I like Joe Ingles from the Utah Jazz playing the Denver Nuggets, who have a good defense overall, and they've been good versus opposing small forwards. Joe Ingles has averaged 25.3 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 30 minutes per game with a 16% usage rate. He's projected at 25.7 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.3 times value. He's $4,900 DraftKings salary and $500 less on FanDuel. So again, I like that FanDuel price. This is another guy who's been underperforming. He's probably going to have low ownership, playing 28, 33, and 29 minutes in the last 3 games. This guy's due for a big game as well. It's a home game, a fast-paced game, so I like Joe Ingles here versus the Denver Nuggets. Okay, who do we have at the power forward position? I like Aaron Gordon from the Orlando Magic playing the Boston Celtics, who have a good defense overall, and they're middle of the pack defending opposing power forwards. Aaron Gordon has averaged 29.6 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 32 minutes per game with a 21% usage rate. He's played 37, 34, and 33 minutes in the last 3 games, scoring 45, 38, and 24 fantasy points. He's projected at 31.4 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5.1 times value. He's $6,200 DraftKings salary and $300 more on FanDuel. So I like this pick because Aaron Gordon plays pretty well versus the Celtics. He only scored 19 fantasy points last game, but he scored 31 and 47 fantasy points in the 2 games before that. So I like Aaron Gordon here versus the Boston Celtics. Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all of our DFS tools for all sports. You can try the Position Optimizer, where you can see the top players ranked for each position. And we added a new Player Trends tool, where you can see the top salary differences between FanDuel and DraftKings. It's a really good tool to help you pick out value for the site that you're playing on. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups. Okay, moving on to the center position. I like Karl-Anthony Towns from the Minnesota Timberwolves playing the Atlanta Hawks, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 7th most fantasy points to opposing centers. Karl-Anthony Towns has averaged 52.1 fantasy points per game on the season, playing an average of 34 minutes per game with a 30% usage rate. He's projected at 53.5 fantasy points here tonight. That's 5 times value. He's $10,600 DraftKings salary and $500 less on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 236.5 points scored in this game. So a super high scoring game, a home game, a fast-paced game, and Karl-Anthony Towns has scored 61, 72, 70, and 86 fantasy points in the last 4 games versus the Atlanta Hawks. So I like Karl-Anthony Towns here versus the Atlanta Hawks. If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smickety smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NBA slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again and good luck.